Antikas here, welcome back to episode 24, Tekkit Legends. I didn't break the map this time, everything is going great. Now I gotta show you something ridiculous. Sicken was on and he was being very productive. Check this out. I love it. It's so, the block on the head is so steampunk. Like, I don't know, this just screams steampunk robot to me, but I think instead of hemp armor, he should have like a bronze equipment on, but yeah, that's funny. A mannequin from Armorer's workshop, and I've got a fan here to keep me cool while I sleep. Anyway, Sicken's not here today. I don't know where he is. I'm probably recording a lot earlier than normal, so he's probably not even thinking I'm on, but I am, and I haven't done much. I did want to show you guys a change from episode 23 when I built the reactor. Aside from hooking it up to the grid, which is ridiculous because basically now I'm just powering lights all the time, the nuclear powered lighting. One little, actually, you know what? We can probably see it better up here. Oh, I finished the crater. Well, I don't know. This was the idea I had, but I might have to do something. Like, I think it'd be cool if this dirt hadn't turned to grass. So, and I looked at chiseled dirt options, but it's like all got brick textures, and I think it looks kind of lame. But I think there might be coarse dirt. I just don't know how to get it. Yeah. And this is because of it Futurum. So if I can... Oh, I can make it. Now I won't have a Sphax texture for that. So I'm going to see maybe if there's a Sphax add-on for that mod. And then maybe I'll change this out so it's like an area that nothing grows. But I just have like bits of rock and gravel and debris strewn about. I mean, a bomb this size would probably make a much larger crater, but, you know, it's just pretend, guys. It's just pretend. Anyway, one change on the reactor. I put in, I think on camera, I did one MFSU, and I decided to go with two, and I'll explain why. So this one here doesn't do anything except output power, and the one underneath, it also outputs power, but I programmed it to output a redstone signal when it has energy, I think. The thing is that if you hover over it, it doesn't tell you. So as soon as this hits 0, which it will momentarily, it's going to output a little bit of redstone, which is going to turn the reactor back on. Speaker was reviewing my reactor. Yeah, see, there you go. And he said it would blow up in about 13 minutes. So if I didn't have that in place, that's exactly, well, this would all be gone. Yeah, and I kind of thought after I recorded, I kind of thought this was a bad design. So I put a little bit of a safety system in place. So it's working pretty good. The only thing that's kind of dumb is that, like, I have a water mill system, which is good for powering lights. So I'm thinking maybe I might put a high voltage line on the poles. And then I'll just dedicate the wiring for the reactor to the high voltage line. And then any buildings that have machines that require a ton of power will run high voltage in there. And that way I'm not going to waste the uranium cells. Like, they're well past half now, which I thought they'd last like till the end of the series, but and I don't think I have a chunk loader here, but it is what it is. So I'll probably make that change off camera, though. I will have to figure out how to do the lighting if I'm going to do it. Like, I might have to take the lamps and put them on their own posts, which actually wouldn't look too bad. You know, maybe one every, like, in between. I don't know, or put them on the opposite side of the street. Actually, that's a really good idea. And then I can use one of these things for a high voltage line. Got one person on the server, which is cool. Nisa, he hasn't played in a long time. I guess since I added a few mods, it's become more interesting to some of my friends, which is funny. Anyway, today I'm going to tell you guys what project I have in mind. I've been thinking a lot about the dock and how I want to make this kind of a more pivotal, central, important part of Arbos. And also, I was telling you guys last episode that I got to come up with a new mining solution, and I've thought it out. I'm flying all over the place here. I'm still going to use the IC2 miner for now, I think. And if you guys noticed in the comments on my last episode, Speaker was saying that the reason I had the crash was because I've got this drill that has both Silk Touch. Oh, no, it doesn't have Fortune on it. So, Speaker, if you're watching this one, this is what the drill had on it. It just has Silk Touch. Unless Implosion is the same as Fortune. He thought that it was Fortune and Silk Touch that was causing the crash, but I don't have Fortune on here. I might have told him that by mistake. But anyway, what I'm thinking of doing is, and he has fixed the issue in dev builds, so I might switch to a dev build of IC2. But what I'm thinking of doing is taking my mining rig and moving it to the nether. And the reason for that would be I'd be getting nether ores, which have a lot more awesome in them. I think you get a better yield. Like if you look at iron, there would be a nether iron in here somewhere. Okay, let's try this. Let's try a different approach here. Nether ores. So like nether iron. Nothing. Okay. There you go. So if you macerate it, you get 4 instead of like 2. I'm hoping, in the crusher. So I'll get 4 plus a random plus a piece of netherrack left over in the crusher. So 4 times ore yield. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build something, and I'm going to put that in the nether. And I don't mind moving it around manually. Oh, but I won't be able to use solar power. Oh, that's okay. I'll figure that out. I don't mind moving it around manually as long as the ore yield makes it worthwhile. So, I gotta build a couple of things. One, I'm hoping to have a Silk Touch drill, just Silk Touch. 2, I'm gonna need a nether portal. And 3, I want to use minecarts. Because I think Railcraft will send a minecart through a nether portal. And I need a portal building because I don't just want to have a random nether portal. So I'm going to build like a little mini factory here. I'll probably just do it with a sequence of cuts as opposed to doing a speed build and just update you guys. I've got like a general layout. It's going to be at least a 2-level tall building. And so when I was kind of framing it, I thought to myself, well, I need at least, I mean, this could be back against the wall, but I need at least a minimum, a space to build an enchanting table area. And this is going to be an electric enchanter. So it's got kind of like it's going to have like a factory look with smokestacks. And actually, I'm curious here. There is a smoker block. How hard is it to make? Smoker. It's just a cauldron, some redstone, and netherrack. Yeah, so that's doable. So I figure I'll probably make the enchanting area on the second story. That'll give me maybe this for a nether portal over here, which will be nice and self-contained. And then I'll have a little entranceway, and I can do some interior work on it. I haven't really picked out the materials yet. I'm thinking I'm going to use this weathered concrete. Possibly, but not for the whole building. I'll probably have to come up with like a different, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think about that. I'll probably use a different something or other on the edge. I'm not going to go factory blocks. Like I want this to look more stone and I don't know. I might mix some metal in there. We'll see. We'll see. What do I have on me? I've got factory blocks right here. I definitely want to have chimneys and pipes coming out of here. And inside we'll have we probably won't get it done this episode, but inside we'll have to do some stuff with Railcraft. Like I might use factory rusty metal plate flooring, possibly like this. Oh, that's cool actually. Not what I expected at all. I didn't think. Yeah, a little bit. Ooh, I like how they multi-block like that. Oh, that looks cool. Now this though looks too light. Yeah, so maybe we can play around with some material choices on camera here. Small weathered. I just find this is what I'm using for roads. I don't really want to use that. Concrete tile. Too clean. You can probably hear an elephant running around upstairs. Oh, that's what I'm using, actually. That's my daughter. She's a very loud walker. That's traditional concrete. Less of a brick. I don't like that. I need some kind of... I don't know. Maybe concrete isn't a good choice. Anyway, I'm going to cut here. And I'll do a little bit of playing around, at least building up a frame. And maybe we'll try a couple of different material choices, and then we'll come right back. Well, you can sort of see where this is going. I just got movement out of the side of my eye, I thought. Okay, paranoid. You can sort of see where this is going, so I have definitely not decided on a material. I also notice a dramatic lack of depth, which bothers me a lot. I'm not really sure how I can address this, like trying to border it with like a pillar kind of look. I could do something like this, but I don't know. We'll see. It does multi-block, you know? But it just looks a little bit too ridiculously heavy. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't know. But I've got to do something. And I was thinking, well, I could use carpenter blocks. But if I do that, the connected texture will break. So my other option is whatever texture I use for the wall, I could use carpenter blocks, and then I could, like, sink them to half slabs. But if I do that and I decide to use this texture, and this is just an idea, I'll show you, it's not going to connect. You know, and I like this when it does do a giant multi-block. It's the same thing I made the power building out of. So I don't know which looks better. Like, let's just take a look here. And maybe the answer's simpler than I think, just because I know these guys are not going to multi-block. Wrong block. Do I not have a stack of these? Dang it. Thought I did. We would want this one. Thing is standing on these and trying to build with them is... Oh, that's a window. Is really annoying. I don't know, man. I'm not sure. Maybe neither? Maybe neither? I don't know. I'm gonna go get some carpenter blocks and mess around with that a little bit. And I'm gonna continue to build out the frame, because right now all I have is that one front wall. And when I come back, hopefully I'll have some progress for you guys. It's starting to take shape, but I'm still at a loss on what I'm gonna use for the walls. Now I'm playing around with some cobblestone that I turned really dark, which is kind of cool and dirty and gross looking. I like it. And I actually don't mind when it doesn't connect, because it looks like bricks, kinda, a little bit. I think I actually prefer that than the connected texture. But yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm gonna have a giant pipe that comes around the length of the building, and then there's gonna be like 2 outlets over here. So I'll have to figure out how I can do a valve. Not that it's actually gonna do anything, but it could transfer fluids if I wanted to. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Oh, there's an elephant. Anyway, and I start putting in the roof over here, but I am currently out of these guys. Factory blocks. So I gotta make some more so I can continue to build up the frame. My fear is that I'm gonna, like, do the whole building and then rip out all the walls and replace them like 6 times because I can't decide on a texture. The other thing I did was made a new battery box and hooked it up so that I can charge my stuff over here, because I am tired of flying all the way over there just to recharge my drill. Anyway, I don't know. I'm going to do a little bit more experimentation and frame building, and we'll be back in a moment. Oh, man, I've changed the materials on this thing 12 times. I hate to say it, but the cobble right now, of all the things I've tried, is probably appealing to me the most. Anyway, I tried concrete. I tried so many things. I'd like you guys to tell me in the comments, what do you think of the remaining materials here seems to suit the build the most? Is it this rusty metal plating? Is it the cobblestone? Do you think the concrete over here that I'm trying looks okay? I don't know. I don't know anymore. I do have the framework in, though. I kind of wish I had Thaumcraft installed, because I could, like, whatever you guys say, I could just, like, right-click with a wand of equal trade. Bloop. It'd be done. I also think that I'm probably going to rip out this spruce and just do solid rusty metal plating. Kind of like this little roof here. I think I'm going to end up doing that, but we have to put a chimney in here too, and I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do that. Like, I don't want to interrupt where the enchanting area goes. And there's 2. Actually, I should go back inside. There's going to be 2, so I want a vanilla enchanting area, so I'm going to put a staircase here. And I also want a electric IC2 enchanting area. So this will be vanilla because it doesn't require power. And then on the next floor, this will be the powered one. That's why I've got a hole in the wall here. So we can bring the power in through that. So I'll put in better staircases later. Oh man, this is actually really big. I was surprised on how much time it took to build this. But yeah, we're gonna end up putting in what I want to have, and I don't know how it's gonna fit, is a giant chimney here somewhere. And then I want to have 3 little chimneys here, and I want to use like railcraft smoker blocks. And then this little room here, this is gonna be a window, but you can get in. Well, I gotta move this because I've decided to change the way the wall layout works, but hello, little block. There you go. So you're gonna come in through here, and there's gonna be another portal, and then over here, I was thinking about putting giant garage doors, and then we'll have to do something on the back of this building because it's way too boring. But chances are the mine carts from the Nether are gonna come through this portal and turn and go into this space, you know, and this will be where, I don't know, something happens. I don't know what. I don't know how it's gonna work, but I think it'll be cool. So, but anyway, before I do any more work on this building, what I'd like to do is get the electric enchanter made and the bookcases at least sort of in place, so I know where I have space to work to put a chimney in. So I've kind of prepared everything in advance, and I got a bad thing to show you guys. I got that, and I got that. Okay, so this here is all the redstone we have left, 2 stacks, and that is all the lapis we have left. And these things take a lot of redstone and a lot of lapis, MFSUs. I can see why Sicken was like disappointed that I blew up the electric enchanting table. Because it takes an MFSU and 2 advanced circuits. So I've made a new one. And I've got another vanilla table. I'm going to have to make a lot more books. So that's something I'm going to have to get some paper and stuff for that. Yeah. Oh man. I didn't know it was so costly to make when I blew it up, and not having auto crafting at the moment. Oh, it's so painful. It's so painful. Oh, I think I've spent all afternoon working on this stupid building. Seriously. Okay, so I know I kind of want the chimney here. It's doable if I do a big ass chimney. Oops, not like that, but like so. Because I come up the steps. Oh. Yeah, so I'd have to walk around. Well, that's not necessarily the end of the world. Let's see here. Does that give me enough clearance? It does, and I could use a step too, so. Okay, and then. So if that is a chimney, that gives me enough space for a double tall bookcase system right here. Right? And I would put my enchanting table. Oh, you know what though? Is this an even spaced room? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, it is. It looks kind of derp when I do stuff like that. What if I did it like this? So my books would go like that. Not like that. And my table will go right there. It's a little bit off-centered. I could probably move it over right next to the chimney, and it wouldn't look terrible. I think. Let's try this instead then. Oops, I didn't mean to break you. I'm sorry. And yeah, that'd be okay. Wow, actually, there's a lot of space up here, and with Bibliocraft, we could put some, like, I don't know, something else up here. And then the chimney will be right beside it. Maybe I can put a little fireplace in it or something. And burn the whole building down. Okay, let's do this. Let's do it this way. Because that's perfect, right? Because the power's right there. So I don't remember. We're doing at Futurum now, so I don't remember how many bookcases we're going to require. So I am just going to lay out the basics for now. Let's put down the vanilla one, because it'll tell us level-wise. Oh, crap. Not without lapis. Nuh-us. Yeah, so that's the cool thing about Futurum. For enchanting, it uses the 1.8 mechanic, where you need lapis, which I think is cool, even though it's a pain, because we're gonna have to definitely do more mining, and I'm like on the verge of being out of everything, so I really need to get this working. I need the silk touch drill, I need to get my miner to the nether, and I need to stop dicking around, because this is it. In fact, I have, at a max, 34 attempts to get a silk touch book. I think silk touch, the reason I'm doing silk touch is because I think the nether ores, if you silk touch them, they don't explode. And I actually could go in manually, so if I'm really desperate, I could do that manually. But this is a bit dark, huh? All right, let's get up here. Are you 30 levels? It doesn't work. Really? Ow. Okay, that's why. Okay, so we need more bookcases. So let's put another. We were at level 20. I don't know if that's going to be enough. And books. 29. Okay, so we're just a wee bit short. So for the sake of symmetry, I'll do it like that, and then I can decorate. Book? Yeah, okay. So that's the max level, I think, for the electric enchanter, which is going to go right here. Now, this does not require lapis. It just requires power. So I'm going to have to hook up a capacitor here. Or maybe an MFSU. And put a little power. You know what I'll do is I'll move the little work table stuff that I set up out there. I'll put it up there. I'm gonna lose all that power though. Shoot. Maybe I won't do that. Maybe I'll just pop this, pop this. Tell me you did not go in the water. And then I can drain that by using it. Actually, yeah, because I'm not gonna make another MFSU. It's gonna be a while. I don't have the materials anymore. So we're gonna get this up here. Like so. Put this on there. And then we need to run this to an MV line. And I don't know if we're going to reach from up here because of the angle. Can you reach this one? Too far away. This one's going to be obstructed. Okay, that's fine. You can just do it. Hello. Just do it this way. Put a little connector right here. Connect these guys. Boop. And then connect this to that. Hopefully it reaches. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then we go inside our little temple. It ended up looking like a temple. I gotta work on that, like the whole front. Even whatever materials we take, I think that it being so centered like it is what's doing it dirty. So yeah, I'll fix it. You getting power? Yes, you are. So on the inside, we're gonna need the hammer. I've got one connector left. Good lord. Talk about calling it close. Immersive Engineering hammer. I think blue is out. Oh, poop. Oh, poop. I don't have enough. No. No. Did I put one on the last pole? Yes. And it's not even connected. Alright, we're gonna take you. You're mine. I've got to make more. Before I make more, I got to find some clay. Actually, I have a few clay blocks left. We have a little bit of UU matter, too, as well, left over from glory days. All right, so angle-wise, I'm going to go here. Hopefully this is okay. You got power? I think it has power, but I don't really have anything to enchant. Well, I guess I've got my sword. Should I do a backup? I think I should do a backup. I'm not gonna play with it, but I think that'll power it. If it doesn't, then I may need to just put in possibly a... I can't do an MFSU, but I could put in a transformer, and that should fix it. So that's set up, and then downstairs we'll probably do, because the chimney's gonna have to continue down, otherwise what would be the point of it? So this space here is gonna be affected the same way. This will be all chimney here, right? So we can start bookcases here. Oops, hello. Like so. Ooh, that's a spooky noise. And then the enchanting table can go there. Okay, perfect. This is gonna work out great. Yeah, this will be all chimney. Cool, okay. And then down here we'll have... Well, that doesn't make sense, actually. I can't have the chimney go all the way to the bottom, or it'll obstruct my thing. Way to go, dummy. Hadn't thought about that. Yeah, because if I bring it all the way down, then that doesn't work at all. Shoot. I could probably just reverse the staircase. I could probably just go this way. That's what I'm thinking now. You know? And then it would be like boop, boop, boop. Right in front of the garage door. Perfect. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking the chimney now should be on this side, but I'll play around with it. I don't know. I might get it finished for off camera for next episode. But we at least now can enchant our drill. So the miner rig you've seen, I'm going to dismantle it manually, try to bring it to the nether between episodes. We'll see how it goes. Let me know what you guys think about textures, blocks. Definitely very light. Not bad, but it looks a little bit bland that way. Cobblestone. Maybe we could use chiseled cobblestone. Like, I've made a few other types of blocks. I love this, of course, but I don't want to just duplicate what Sicken built. Like, that would make me sad. Talk about lack of originality, right? But we've got a couple of other options, too. Like, in terms of cobblestone. The thing is this is a very light gray. I love how it's colored out here. There's also dirty cobblestone. That's probably an option, too. But then there's, of course, this. Oops, I didn't mean for that to go there. You know, that looks good, too. I don't know how to make cobblestone that's dirty. I think you just mix it with dirt. Yeah, so one cobblestone, one dirt. So that might give it a kind of a neat look. Do I have any left? And it would be consistently colored, I'll tell you that. Try that. So yeah, I kind of like that. Yeah, give me your thoughts. And I guess before we go, we'll do the comment of the day. I actually didn't write it in a book this time, so give me 1 second. Alright, comment of the day. Didn't know this series, and I spelled no wrong, was so hard for you. Thanks for the effort, Kyle and Plunk. So, yeah, I think every series has been hard for me as a result of using that one version of MC Edit. Definitely, I put a lot of time, more time than I thought into these Tekkit episodes, especially when I'm building ridiculous things like this. This was based on a picture, which I think is a mistake on my part. So far, everything's kind of been like rebuild, just like do whatever I want. And it's gone fairly quickly, but trying to reproduce something you see is a lot harder. But yeah, anyway, I don't mind. I'm having fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye, everybody.